Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the first remote episode of Driving Business. I'm Bob Myers with Brand Fuel Solutions, and I'm here in Walnut Creek, California with Greg Starkman, CEO and founder of the fast-growing certified B Corp Innersense Organic Beauty. Greg and Joanne, his amazing wife and partner, made the commitment to bring clean beauty to the professional salon space and really never looked back from there. Want to learn about how this great product and organization got to this point? Hop on in and take a drive with us. Yeah, it's interesting because this part of California is so beautiful. I mean, the Bay Area, and so what brought you here? What was you've always been a California boy, but what was the story?
Right. So born and raised in LA, West Side, had started my career, was happy, and met and fell in love with my bride, Joanne. She was in Northern California. Originally, I was going to relocate here once we got married, and things transpired with the company that I ended up going to work for, and we moved back down to Los Angeles real shortly after we got married, and we're in Los Angeles. And then, of course, as the career path proceeded, lived in San Diego, lived in Atlanta, and then when we decided to start the company, Joanne wanted to be close to family, and so we moved back up to the Bay Area, and I actually love it. I have no desire ever to move back to LA, but I love it when I'm there, but I love Northern California.
Oh, it's gorgeous here. Yeah, it's incredible. I think, it's interesting because a lot of professional hair care companies literally got their start out of California. I mean, I would say the majority of them came out of this market. So.
It really is. San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
When you think about it, Redken, Sebastian, of course, Wella was there for many years, and I think still is a little bit.
Our old digs,
Joico,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
As well. And so, and of course, as those companies have been acquired through the years, they've been basically rolled up into their motherships.
Yeah, right? The mothership. That's a good way of putting it. What was the inspiration to start Innersense Organic Beauty?
I think that there was a number of factors. One, I love this business. And coupled with the fact that my wife was very much health conscious and was really at the turn of the birth of our daughter and identifying a special needs with her, and it really forced Joanne to become a real health nut and a label reader of everything. And she really turned to reading labels on beauty bottles and really discovered the amount of questionable toxic ingredients in beauty. And this is at a time when Whole Foods was really exploding. Consumers were looking to make healthier, cleaner choices. And we felt that there was a huge opportunity to develop chemistry that would meet the needs of the safe cosmetic consumer, while at the same time meeting the demand for performance by the professional salon stylist. And so we set out to really formulate and develop products to meet those two ends.
That's such a incredible statement, because I do know, stylists, especially in our industry, professional stylists were perceived natural products to be kind of lacking in efficacy. It sounds like you changed that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it required us to change the paradigm in which you approach formulating these types of products. And we formulated with efficacy in mind, not really so much worried about hitting a price ceiling on cost of goods or formula. And that's really what's led to our success, is delivering products that are clean, safe, and more importantly, highly efficacious, perform, and meet the demands of the discerning stylists as well as consumers who are not willing to compromise on product performance.
Yeah, it's not just timely, but it seems just like the right thing to do. The interesting thing is you've earned the distinction of being a certified B Corp, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the story?
Well, I think it really kind of began with the terminology sustainable, right? Mm-hmm. I kind of became pretty frustrated that, of course, there wasn't really a whole lot of meaning behind it, and I felt like a lot of brands were, utilizing that as a sign that they would hang up, but that they wouldn't have very much substantiation behind it. So I challenged the organization about 5 years ago. So we want to really establish actionable initiatives that really support our mission to people and planet, that roll up everything we do to be a responsible business. And all of that just kind of led naturally into us achieving B Corp certification, because not only was it measuring all the things that we do internally, but it also measures what we do externally, and how we manage our business, from supply chain to employee management to environment, everything. So, and B Corp led us to becoming plastics neutral, carbon neutral. All these things were really important that led up to our people and planet. Yeah.
Now everyone's talking these ESG standards. You're like already, you've already stepped into that arena and possibly exceeded some of that. So it's amazing. It's good to see.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Innersense Organic Beauty is truly an omni-channel company. So who are the target customers within those different channels?
Well, from day one, as I noted, our mission has always been to address the needs of the savvy, safe cosmetic consumer. And today that's known as the clean beauty consumer. And that's really been an emerging trend for really the last 20 years. And so, Joanne and I's mission initially was to really bring safe cosmetics and hair care especially to the professional beauty industry. There was a time when we really focused in the natural product sector as a prestige natural product, but it wasn't really until 2018 that we really refocused our attentions back to the salon space, because that really was our core roots, and we really felt that we had great market opportunity there. And our salon growth from 2018 to today has just been huge, and we continue to grow our salon base at an average monthly clip of over 100 new doors every month that are coming to us organically, because they are recognizing the consumer demands. They're hearing about us on social media, digital, peer-to-peer marketing, peer-to-peer influencing is really kind of big. And so, we just continue to scale the business at a very organic level, which is very unique.
Every company out there would love to have that many new doors, or that many, opportunities to have new doors a month. So it's an incredible story in your growth. What role has digital played in those successes? Because it seems like it's front and center in everything that you do.
Yeah, it's really become really quite an amazing strategy. It's my job to create brand awareness and brand loyalty through the manner in which we communicate to our audience. It's consumers, salons, retailers. I think it's really imperative. And so everything that we do really focuses on that, creating value of relevant information, and we approach it from a very intelligent point of view. And I think that our audiences are highly responsive. Our engagement is extremely high. Our retention at both the retail, consumer, and salon level is again very, very strong.
Right.
And we're constantly looking at new ways to communicate with our audiences. And when I have to walk into a salon and sell Innersense, the product doesn't do very well. When the salon owner recognizes a need and looks to meet that need and selects Innersense, there's a totally different relationship, and it is one that just unfolds naturally. And it's not a hard sell. In fact, I think you've been amazed the fact that we don't have feet on the street. I have a team of business development people inside, and everything that we do is virtual, from business development to customer success, and we're really leaning into customer retention and really focused on wowing our salons.
Which brings up the subject of education. It's played a big role in your development of this business. You kind of took that culture to a remote location last year for an incredible event.
Right.
Tell us about
Our
that.
Founder Summit.
Founder Summit.
Summit. We hosted our first Founder Summit last January. We're getting ready to host our 2023 Founder Summit here in Austin, Texas, in Marival. We literally this year, we're going to have more than 150 of our best salons.
That's great.
Coming. We're actually taking over the entire resort for 3 days. It is a way for us to give back to our salons and really connect with them at a different level. So these are 150 of our top performing salons, and it's not an education event. It's really kind of an opportunity for us to celebrate our mutual successes together. And we've got a day and a half with Brit Siva, which we're very excited about as well.
Now we're getting ready to go into a new year.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, what's your future facing priorities for the upcoming year?
Well, one is customer retention. We need to love the customers we have. That's number one. And we're going to continue to grow and continue to attract new consumers, professionals. We recognize that, but it's loving and retaining the ones we have. So we're shifting mindset from new business development to customer success and making sure that we're expanding on our touch points at every level. So that's key priority number one. Number two is just to continue to develop marketing and messaging and digital strategies that really continue to educate and bring brand awareness. And then education is a huge opportunity for us to continue to expand our strength within the professional business. As you know, hair color is going to be a significant initiative for us in 2023.
Big step.
It's a project that I've been working on now for almost 4 years to develop a clean hair care chemistry that is going to be unique and innovative in the beauty industry. And we kind of took the same approach to developing hair colors we did with hair care back in the late 90s. So we're really excited about bringing this into marketplace and further anchoring ourselves in the professional beauty space.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
New color on its way. No, I think that's great. And there's been a stigma around anything leaning toward more organic or a more natural hair color. Where does performance play into it? Because I can't imagine your network's going to allow anything but great performance. So
no, I think performance was absolutely critical, and then more importantly, it was formulating not to change the way somebody does color. Right? I know as a salon stylist myself, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I think the failure is that there are a lot of good color alternatives out there, but you got to work for it. And, a salon stylist doesn't want to work for it. So, that was critical for us, was to ensure that the color formulation, the way you mix, the way you process is no different than what they currently have, because we don't want it to be a challenge.
Right. That's a lot on your plate for the new year.
It is a lot.
Well, Greg, thanks so much for taking time to do driving business with us and for being our guest. And it's been great.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been
as
a lot
always,
of fun.
Bob.
And if you're looking for more information about Innersense Organic Beauty, you can go to their website at www.innersensebeauty.com. If you're interested in more about what I do at Brand Fuel Solutions, you can go to www.brandfuelsolutions.com. And part of the tradition here at Driving Business is the gifting of the cap. And Greg,
I've been waiting for this coveted cap.
There's the cap.
There you go. It doesn't, it's really kind of tight, Bob.
Well, it's because I have a small head, All right. Greg, thanks so much.
Happy holidays.
Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. continue to just grow our business at a very direct level.
Sorry.
All of these beeps,
Devices,
they're
yeah.
just really distracting.
I
can't
know.
It's like I can't be in my artistic mode
You're
with all
artistic?
these distractions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, who can work under these
Sorry,
conditions?
yeah,
Myers?
I didn't mean to.
Jeez,
My gosh, sorry.
Jeez,
Yeah.
35 years after working with me, you would think I don't take annoyances very well.
I know that.
You can leave that in a blooper.
Yeah, I'll leave that one in. That's it. Yeah, exactly. This was like working with Greg Starkman years ago.